Hi, everybody. Welcome to another toy of the day here on castorscorners.com's YouTube page. Our friend DJ is trying to get me um, to say something on camera. I don't think it's going to happen tonight, but I'm sure the day will come where I'm going to turn on the camera and I just don't care. So hi, DJ, if you're actually watching this. So tonight's video, I'm your host, Khalil. Welcome to castorscorner.com, our YouTube page. We're really happy that you're here. We do a toy of the day. We are up to day 74, I think, right now. I think is today. So that's really exciting. And we're back on track in our little notebook, which is great. We're going to bump somebody else at the end of the week to kind of move things along. But follow us on all social media. We are at Kastor's Corner. Go to the website for a full gallery of this figure because it's going to be blurry and you're not going to see great shots, but you're going to hear me talk about it because that's what you're here for. So I was lucky enough, I should say Bill was lucky enough to find this guy. And since I have found him pretty easily, we got the Dark Knights or the DC metal or Batman metal. I don't know. I don't know what it's called. I don't even have the box in here anymore. Which is a really cool Batman. I will admit that 100%. He comes with a sickle or a scythe, whatever. And he looks like the Grim Reaper. The design on him, the head sculpt on him, it's perfection. Like they nailed this completely. I was even surprised that the coat is this flexible. I was expecting something a little more rigid, but it's perfect for what it is. He comes with this one thing. Now he will come with, when you get the if you get the Dark Knight's metal Build-A-Figure with the dark side, you will get a guitar instead of this. Personally, I wanted this one, and I don't know if I'm going to do the whole Build-A-Figure thing. I definitely want the Robin, but I don't know. We'll see. But the figure should be exactly the same, which I'm not a fan of. I'm going to admit, I'm really not a fan of this. Release one, and then within a month, release another one, the exact same figure with one extra accessory or different accessory. I know tons of companies do that with a lot of different things. This just seems like overkill. It really does. A year from now, cool. 2 years from now, great. Within the same month that a figure's released, like that Red Hood, it was ridiculous. And we've seen other examples of that too. But anyway, I digress. Coat has bats everywhere. They made sure you knew this was Batman. From the bat on the back to his knee pads, to his belt buckle, to the chest, to the head. If you had two of these, you'd have a bat symbol. I mean, they made sure you did not mistake this Batman for Superman, for sure. Now, the problem is this thing was kind of hard to get into his hands because there are spikes everywhere on this figure, everywhere. And I can honestly say these are really, really sharp. So getting him into the right position, putting him in the right pose, getting this out of his hands is an exercise in trying not to stab yourself. But there you go. So he's got good posability. The coat, of course, limits some of the posability. There's a different color in the arm, so even if you can get the coat off, you're not going to have an undressed Batman there. So cool, right? Nice, as Todd would say. It's cool. But that wasn't the only draw for him. Separately, you could buy this thing, this monster of a bike. And I actually got this months ago and held off opening it until I got the Batman to go with it. Now, again, they wanted to make sure we knew this was a bat bike. So bat symbol on this wheel, bat symbol on the other side of this wheel. For some reason, they only put it on one side of each one, which kind of baffles me why you would do that. But anyway, the ribs are all independent here. So they can they don't move, but you can see that they do separate independently, which is a nice piece. The skull is really nice. I've seen some people kind of repaint this, give this a wash. I think they did enough of a wash for me personally. I think this looks like a clean set of bones. Oh, and there's another bat symbol down here. Now, unlike other bikes where there's kind of nothing in the middle, they usually give you a kickstand. This one has a flat piece that is just enough in the right place. So when it sits, it can sit and the wheels will turn as you do it. Now, it's going to scuff this up, but I have a feeling this is going to be more of a display piece. Now, what's nice about this is you can take him and you will see it in the pictures. And he is articulated enough to sit on the bike. And yes, we will reposition him so it looks a little more natural. Although I was telling Jesse and DJ in the podcast that you have not heard yet, that if this was true, it'd be like a scene out of The Incredibles, because this is why you don't have any capes. So he does sit pretty nicely on the bike, which is impressive. Most of the time, the figures don't sit right on the bike, so they definitely got this nailed here. But the cape, for aesthetics purposes, or his jacket, his duster, does fall into the wheel well. So if this was he was really riding, excuse me, if he was really riding this, he would definitely 100% get sucked into the wheel and just flip. So it does have range of motion in the front here, so it can turn, and it does turn with the handlebars. I think this is a really nice display piece. This is one of the nicer pieces that McFarlane has put out. Not knowing anything at all about the storyline and still wanting this figure, that's why. I think it was just one of those things where the design was cool enough, and the fact that he can sit on the bike, stay on the bike, and look like he's riding it takes this from looks cool, I don't need it, to I have to have it on my shelf. And so even if I were to get rid of some of the other metal stuff that I own, I have a feeling this piece, especially with this Batman, 100% would stay. So there it is. If you can find the bike, if you can pick up this Batman, I'd suggest doing it. I mean, it was definitely worth I think the bike was like 25 and he was 20. So what, 45, 50 bucks, 50 bucks for the two of them. I think that's a pretty good deal. Definitely would recommend it. So thank you guys for watching. Remember to follow us. We are at Kastor's Corner on everything, including this YouTube page. We are Kastor's Corner. We have a new podcast up on Apple Podcasts, Cornercast Podcast, KORNERCAST. This week is with our friend Jason Langston. And he is talking about his new Kickstarter for his children's book, A Baboon in Your Room. So go check that out, support it. I know he's almost at the finish line, but we want to make sure he gets there. And check out the podcast. Don't forget to subscribe. Hit the subscribe button below. We really appreciate you guys watching. Subscribe so you know when new videos come up. We go up every single day. And tomorrow is day 75. And I'm not sure what's going to be there because I don't know what I'm going to find in the store. So thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for supporting us. And we will see you tomorrow night.